So let me talk a little bit about what I'm planning for my next videos. The crafting experiments video, the hair clip, the nails, and the bra straps. That's what we're doing next. I'm so excited. Hoping it's my magnum opus, and then my channel can finally blow up. That hair clip can... Not only did I have to go back to the drawing board like 3 times, I redid this hair clip 3 times. I still don't like how it came out. Okay, that's one thing. The other thing, yesterday I filmed a whole like heartfelt thing about like failing this project. I'm overall feeling very, I don't know, discouraged and self-conscious today. Making the mistake of looking at my analytics too closely, and I made the mistake of checking my analytics too closely, and people are turning it off after 4 minutes, and it's making me feel like people don't like me. And I'm feeling self-conscious about my forehead wrinkles and my gray hairs. I was very heartfelt, and I was being very vulnerable with you guys, and my microphone didn't pick it up. So I'm taking it as a sign from the universe that I have to rage at the camera instead. So here's the final product. I am never going to wear this. And all of the footage that I took, I was like, I'm not a tutorial channel, but I'm going to try and film some, progress footage. Sometimes, like I say, I like to show some vignettes. It is so not satisfying to watch me, like, missing the needle a million times. Like, out of focus and out of frame for everything. The entirety of my channel, that I can't promise you guys anything specific in the next video, because it never works out. Absolutely never works out. My videos come out the best when I have zero plan, and I'm just goofing around. And I just show you quick snippets of what I'm working on. But I don't think that that's what's going to make my channel succeed. At least not at first. Like, I just have to come up with the one video that's gonna blow up. And I thought maybe this could be it. This would be like my crafting mega mix. And it's not gonna happen. Anyway, we just have to move on. It's lame, and we're gonna move on. New background, tchotchke. Speaking of, I think I have to take the plastic off of this. My brother sent this to me. If you know, you know. This is so freaking cool to me. So, my brother and I, we love video game speedrunning, documentaries, and footage. There's a channel called Summoning Salt, and he does all documentaries about video game speedruns. And he has been putting them on VHS tapes. This is a real VHS tape with his YouTube video on it. This is one from Mega Man 2. And he said that he ordered this for me in November as a Christmas gift, and it just showed up. But it's so freaking cool. My most prized possession next to my least most prized possession, which is also sent to me by my brother. It's a Rockin' Pikachu. When I first opened it, I thought it was my dad's face. I thought he put my dad's face on Pikachu. But my dad looks more like Stone Cold Steve Austin than The Rock. Do you guys want to see some nails? I have cat eye polishes coming in the mail. That's another thing that I'm feeling bad about. That my shop is not doing well. Still not the square nails that I really want to do for myself. I got some polishes in the mail from Amazon. And I swatched them so I can put them in the shop. Maybe I will, yeah, let's, because I did that today the microphone picked that up. I just need to get this video, like, out. Just, like, get it done. It has been such a shit show. But at least, I don't know, maybe I'm feeling better now that I'm spitting all over the place, too. I don't care anymore. All right, is anybody still there? Let's do some swatches and review for some Gayoi cat eye polishes. The polishes are, like, I swear cat eye polishes are not as easy to work with as they used to be. So I like to do that like orb effect, and I'm telling you, it's not as easy to do it with the polishes that come out lately. And I think it's because it's these like silky ones. The more glittery ones are easier to do. So what I decided on is I can't be taking the time to go over and over to do the orb effect. So I'm just gonna do the funky ones, and I'm gonna do these lines. The lines are nice. They're really nice. Easier. I can sell them for cheaper because it's taking me less time, and they're still nice. Okay. So these are both with the same polish. They come with these, just these kinds of names, just the numbers. But then I give them names for putting them up in the shop, and I'm realizing that I didn't give a name to this one. So the one with the lines I'm calling Conch. I'll call this one Coral. Conch and Coral. Right off the cuff. Okay. And I filmed myself trying to do the orb. And I'll put it in as a surprise for anyone who's still here. I watched a Joan Crawford interview while I worked on some of these. And at one point, she's talking about rehearsing for films. And she said, "It's wonderful to be a perfectionist." And I'm sitting there trying to get these polishes to work perfectly. And I'm like, Joan, I am exhausted being a perfectionist. Okay, this one, I'm calling this one Tan Lines. And this one Sunkissed. Yeah. I never really did just the line down the side. It's also, you know what I'm really like worried about is the press-ons from like that you can get at CVS and Walmart are like getting really good. So like why would you buy if they weren't like super special from me? You know what's weird? I tried those Sour Patch Kids again, and they just taste like regular Sour Patch Kids. Sour Patch Kid bunnies. Do things taste not as good when you're sad? Okay, So this one I'm calling seaside, and this one I'm calling poolside. Bluish green. It is like an ocean seafoam. Sea glass. Sea glass would have been a really good name for these. I guess I'm feeling a little bit better today. I don't know. It's just like I don't really know what I have for this video right now. And I keep talking about how I don't want to, how I should stop letting everybody know what my plans, my grandiose plans for my videos are, because they never work out. Yeah, I feel like my videos come out better if they're just like off the cuff. But I don't think anybody's searching. I don't think anybody's looking for those videos. I don't know, maybe I'm just burnt out. Okay, these are green. This one is seaweed, and this one is sea turtle. And I ordered 2 more packs of polishes. And one of them I'm having possibly an even harder time figuring out. And one of them showed up with only 2 of the polishes in there. I picked it up out of the shipping, the bag, and I was like, this feels light. It was taped up. I was like, this isn't going to be good. So now I have to go and return it. I thought maybe they would be like, okay, Pixar, it didn't happen. And I'd show them that it was taped up and had only 2 in there. But no. I have to go out of my way to return it. Maybe I'll vlog it. Okay, this one I really like. Because I love, it's like a nudie, like purpley gray. Like, yeah. It's hard to describe this color. Yeah, this one, sand dollar and seashell. Well, they were giving me like beachy vibes, I guess. All these colors. Or maybe I'm dreaming about the beach. Yeah, really pretty. This. And the last one is another pink one. Okay, this one is Beach Bum. And this one's Surfer Girl. I don't know. Am I just not in the mood? I might just not be in the mood. I don't know, I think it's just because I feel like I've been putting in a lot of effort and I'm not getting anything in return. But I don't think it's from a lack of effort. It's from like not knowing how to play the game. I think I have to play the game. All right. See what happens next.
I'm too tired to figure out what to wear. Then in the morning I'm too tired to get up and get dressed anyway. Okay, it's not in that order.
Not in the fucking frame.
This nose running.
Okay, let's review the next set of Gay White polishes. This is the replacement set that I got for the one that I have to return because it only came with 2. And these are Orb approved. I haven't named these yet, so we'll have to. So these, I will say, easier to work with, but they're thicker, which means that they're a little bit streakier, but the magnetic particles stay put. So when they're thinner, the magnetic particles tend to just like slide all over the place when you're trying to do it. They just move around too fast. These stay put. So, Orb approved, but a little bit streaky. A little bit harder to get a perfect finish. And these colors are maybe a little bit seasonally inappropriate. They're way more like fall, winter, and we're approaching the nicer weather, so. But I like them. Easiest ones to work with out of all the ones I've ordered. So next one, they're kind of similar. That's another thing. The set's kind of similar, but I like the colors. Hopefully nothing goes wrong with this footage because my retake of the one where my microphone didn't pick it up, my microphone had really bad feedback. So I'm going to have to see if I can fix that in post. Just this like screeching, high-pitched tone throughout the whole thing. Awesome. Totally awesome. If this was Halloween, these would be flying off the shelves. And I'm noticing my stuff fell down. I forgot to put it back up. After everything started just like going down the tubes yesterday, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna sit down and watch a movie. Just let me watch Mildred Pierce in peace. And then I start hearing shit falling down in here, and I'm like, great. Now I have a ghost. And I kept coming in the room, and I'm like, what is even happening? I don't know what's falling. It took me like 3 times coming in the room to see what happened. Okay, I really love these. Yeah, sweet. Okay, this next one might be my favorite because it's the hardest color to describe. There's that episode of Rocko's Modern Life. Rocko's house is all like dilapidated, and Rocko and Heifer decide that they're gonna redo the house. They're gonna give it a facelift. Heifer mixes all the paint buckets in the garage so that they can repaint the outside of the house. And Rocko's like, what even is this color? And Heifer goes, I call it breen. This is breen. And this one is similar. Maybe more gray. Yeah, sweet. Totally rocky row. Haven't hit you guys with a rocky row in a while. Yeah. That's all of them for this set. I don't know if I will do any other cat eye techniques with these. So I've been trying to piece this vlog together, and it's all just like this vlog is gonna be like Memento. It's just all non-linear, totally out of chronological order. Okay, so my meatloaf was an absolute disaster last night. I'm gonna make meatloaf tonight. I've never made meatloaf, so we'll see. Let's just move on. I have 8 more sets of nails to show you guys to put up in the shop. Mrs. Okay, these are actually totally awesome, and they are Orb approved. I gave these all movie theme names. This first one is Creature Feature, because it's blue and green. Yeah, I had a hard time figuring out how to make these work because I didn't know what kind of base I was going to use for them. These I think need a base. This next one is Romantic Fantasy. See, these are really cool because it's like they have 2 different kinds of cat eye on top of each other. This one's so cool. Even though I'm not like that big into blue, I think it's very cool. Like a blue with a purple behind it. And they're a little bit more subtle. They're not like so in your face, but I still think they're totally cool. Okay, and this next one is Spaghetti Western, which I wasn't sure if I was going to use that name, but it just looks like Spaghetti Western. Like sepia. Yeah. And these have like a blue. It's like a blue behind the gold. So weird. Okay. This next one is Monster Movie. This one has like they're like watermelon colors. The green with a pink behind it. Would these have been better for Halloween time? Maybe. But they're very reminiscent of nails that I've had in the shop in previous years that have done very well. So, Okay, this one is... I'm forgetting the names. This one's sci-fi. That's kind of cool. Blue and purple. Okay, and this next one is Tech Noir. This is blue and purple over a deep red base, which is a combination that I've done a few times, and it always goes really well in the shop. And I'm not a fan of blue nails, but whenever I do this combo, I always think it looks so cool. I had those the funky ones, and I called them Machine because they reminded me of Pretty Hate Machine, the album cover. And I had one called Iris. That was this kind of combo. Always does well. Yeah. And the next one is Mystery. Mystery, we snore. My mom just texted me. She said, "Are you uploading today?" I'm doing fine, Mom. I think my mom knows Memento. She's the only one that I care about is going to get this joke. But otherwise, it does seem like maybe I am losing it. I said, I have to rewatch Memento now. So I watched it with Kevin, and he said, "Silly movie" at the end of it. Before I started, I was like, "Kevin, this movie is so good." He was like, "Oh, Christopher Nolan." Okay, this one is dark fantasy. Yeah. Cool. They're more subtle, but the colors are funky. I need a new word. I am going to have to work my buns off to get all these up in the shop and upload this, edit and upload. This was not the video that I promised, but I really hope that you guys still had fun hanging out. It really means a lot to me if you made it to the end of this video. I hope you would consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. I will see you for hopefully a better video in the next one. Bye.
Just in case I could sort you out. So this is from a message where Amber was saying, no one is protecting the people in the VC, why are we protecting the people in the Facebook groups, right? And this person responds, "I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to post people's full names of innocent people who just post random saying they were in the VC, had the full name. I'd send that to you." And the response to that was, "No one is protecting the people in here, so why protect the people in the public, right?"
I believe this is in reference. So now your own co-hosts that are on your side read it out. It's very simple. If you follow the screenshots, I already made a video.
Say that.
Of course you did. Tech, just stop. So is it not common sense? Why would that person say, "I'm not going to give you the names," if Amber never asked for the names? Sit there and knowing that you have the type of fans that you have and being like, "Oh, we shouldn't protect these people if they're going to not protect us in here or whatever." Like, you know what you're doing. And because you're not doing it directly, you think that
it
it's
was
okay.
literally just a conversation of why isn't the Discord being protected?
No, you asked for people's first and last names, which is why that screenshot says, "I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to give you the names of these people." And you